Have you ever felt completely exhausted, even when you thought you should be rested? Let us know your experience in the comments. It starts quietly, a low hum of exhaustion you can't quite shake. Even after a full night's sleep, you tell yourself it's just a busy week. You tell yourself you just need a holiday. But the feeling lingers, settling into your bones like a persistent damp chill. It's like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up, the finish line always moving a little further away. This isn't just being tired, this is deep systemic exhaustion, told to follow your passions, only to find passion doesn't pay the rent, the life you were promised versus the life you can actually afford. This feeling has a name: burnout. For millennials, it's more than a buzzword, it's collective. Sunday evening dread that starts on Saturday afternoon. Paralysis at simple life admin. Booking a dentist appointment, posting a letter. These small, seemingly manageable tasks pile up, becoming an insurmountable mountain of shoulds and musts. You feel a sense of personal failure for not keeping up, for not being optimized enough, for not hacking your life with enough productivity apps. But what if it's not a personal failing at all? What if the game was rigged from the start? We are the generation of the side hustle. In the United Kingdom, this burnout narrative has its own distinct and particularly harsh flavor. It's a story defined by a unique combination of economic pressures, social pressures. It begins with the weight of student debt, a burden that was significantly lighter for previous generations. Since the tripling of tuition fees in 2012, young people in England have been graduating with debts that feel less like a loan and more like a life sentence. This financial anchor shapes every decision, from career choices to the simple dream of one day owning a home, pushing true financial independence further and further into the future. Then comes the job market itself. The promise of a stable, long-term career has been replaced by the reality of zero-hour contracts, stagnant wages, the constant threat of redundancy. The job for life is a quaint relic of a bygone era. For many UK millennials, a career is a patchwork of short-term gigs, freelance projects, temporary roles. This precarity creates a state of constant anxiety. You can never truly relax, because you're always thinking about the next project, the next invoice, the next contract. The hustle isn't a choice, it's a survival mechanism in an economy that offers little in the way of security or loyalty. This economic instability collides head-on with the UK's housing crisis. While the UK has its own specific set of challenges, the hum of millennial burnout is a global phenomenon. It echoes in the bustling cafes of Seoul, the co-working spaces of San Francisco, and the cramped apartments of Berlin. Research from across the world paints a remarkably consistent picture. A 2023 Deloitte Global Millennial Survey found nearly half of all millennials feel stressed or anxious all or most of the time. The primary driver? Their long-term financial future and the day-to-day cost of living. This isn't a niche problem, it's a mainstream generational crisis. In the United States, the story is strikingly similar to the UK, but with its own antagonists: crippling student loan debt and a healthcare system that ties insurance to employment. In countries like South Korea and Japan, the pressure is more cultural, rooted in intense academic competition from a young age and corporate cultures that demand punishingly long hours. The concept of guarosa, or death from overwork, is a terrifyingly real outcome of a system that pushes employees to their absolute limits. What connects these disparate experiences is the universal erosion of the social safety net and the rise of neoliberal economic policies. Across the developed world, the compact between generations has frayed. The promise that a good education and hard work would lead to a stable, comfortable life has been broken. Millennials are the first generation in modern history predicted to be worse off financially than their parents. So where do we go from here? The narrative of millennial burnout can feel overwhelmingly bleak, a story of systemic failure with no easy solutions. But acknowledging the problem is the first crucial step. Understanding that your exhaustion is a shared structural issue, not a personal failing, and it allows you to stop blaming yourself and start thinking about what you can actually control. The solution isn't another productivity app or a mindfulness course mandated by your boss. It involves drawing firm boundaries and reclaiming your right to rest. A radical act in a culture that worships busyness. Practically, this starts small. It means turning off your work phone notifications after 6 p.m. It means not checking your work email on a Sunday. It means scheduling do-nothing time in your calendar and protecting it as fiercely as you would a client meeting. Dr. Lucy Foulkes, a psychologist at the University of Oxford, suggests that we need to relearn how to be off. This involves consciously disengaging from the constant stream of digital information and performance metrics. It might mean deleting social media apps from your phone for the weekend, or finding a hobby that has no potential to be monetized, something done purely for joy, not for personal branding. Beyond individual actions, there is immense power in collective support. You are more than your job, more than your side hustle, more than your online presence. You are a human being who deserves to rest. And in this always-on world, choosing to switch off is the most powerful rebellion of all. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this.